The meaning of the word competition, exact meaning is this, but we have actually categorized this term competition with prefixes toxic and healthy. And we also changed the meaning of the word entirely in the practical world. Competition these days means peer pressure. Are we actually failing to put the term or the quality competition in its place or in its position in our lives? Or are we lacking the capability to handle competition, or should I say, rather looking for the wisdom to filter out toxic and healthy competition? Are we simply turning off the term competition? Comparing to 2021, the student suicidal rate from 2020 in 2022 have been increased for 4.5% according to NCRB reports. Now, till date, it has been reported that in 2023, every single day, we are seeing 35 students committing suicide in India. And obviously, reports say that by the end of 2023, the reports are going to be recorded more comparative to 2022. I was baffled after listening to this, and most of this reported from institutions, coaching institutions, and colleges. Now, these institutions, will they leave a choice for you to be wise enough and choose healthy competition? Even though you're wise enough, they don't leave you a choice. This video is for those who love competition and have competitive spirit within themselves, and also for those people who are working in a very toxic workplace. So let's get started. I can give you the suggestion, but I won't. Employees have this freedom to switch the offices, but student can't, because if I say you to not to join an institution or not to join a hostel, then most of the people, most of the students lack this capability to be self-taught persons. Students are not even given choice to choose their hostels or choose their institutions, because parents want the students to work from 9 to 9, and work in the sense read steady from 9 to 9, because both of the parents will be working. Have the choice, but they have to join an institution where they will be given more importance to the quantity of studies rather than quality of study. If I'm not wrong, residential and semi-residential colleges are working really well comparative to day scholar campuses. What does it mean? See, let me explain you. When a metal is placed on any kind of surface, and when it is given a pure pressure on it, what happens is it bears until its tensile strength is there. Like, I mean to say, if it has higher tensile strength, then it won't break, it won't even mold its shape, it will bear the pure pressure. So metal strength is actually decided based on this tensile strength. So by building this tensile strength, I mean to say that you have to be a little bit resistant toward this peer pressure in the name of competition. So we are facing all these kind of situations in the practical world, so we need to have this kind of conscious reminders in our mind to make resistance and to break resistance. Where we have to make resistance when someone, a lecturer or a kind of a guardian or junior lecturers are trying to push you forward, or your manager is trying to push you forward more than your capacity to just have a better performance. So you have to make resistance over there, and you have to break resistance for yourself, that you can do it to some limit, but if you can't do it more than the limit, just make resistance. How you can actually make or break resistance, how you can actually build this tensile strength, you can do this, you can gain this by doing the second point, that is lead from within. So you have to actually be conscious all the time. You have to always have your inner voice active. I know it sounds more towards like a mindfulness video, but yeah, this really works. When you actually lead yourself from within and always have inner voice active within yourself, you're very conscious about your own words, what are you using, your own thoughts, your own emotions, what are you actually going through. So you need to be a little bit calming yourself down and think, or take some time. If you can't think at the right moment, take some time, sit back and just think how far I am actually getting carried away, or else how far I am actually being guided in a right way. You need to differentiate in this in between these 2 points. So one thing I suggest over here is jot down. What is your capability? What is the next step? Let me also explain you one thing here, guys. If you are jumping from a basic step to the 10th step or the 6th step, you know what happens? You simply fail. And the feeling of failure is not carried in a proper way in the society. They just label you with the term you're a failure, you can't do it. So don't let that affect you. Just think, if you are a 40% student, if and what you have to do is you have to look for the next step. You have to target the next step, that you have to score 45 marks, 45%. Don't try to jump directly to 85% or 90%. Yes, obviously this will be misguided in the society out there, because I have been also said that I'm really smart, intelligent, I can do more than this, I can gain 90% or 95% at a time if I sit and study for hours and hours. But no, don't do that. If you do that, you will be literally pushing out of your capacity all at once, and you will be really frustrated, tired, and going through so many other emotions like depression. So that is not good for you. So always try to target the next step rather than jumping misguided by the people around you. So to lead yourself from within, first thing, the third thing that you have to do is to be individual. Only if you be individual, you can lead yourself from within. Only when you lead yourself from within, you can have a good tensile strength, and you can make good amount of resistance to all this kind of toxic positivity. When you are being in competition with someone, try to be conscious about the competition, where it is going. So you are competitive only till the premises of the college, not outside the college. You are not, nothing to do with how many hours the person studies, nothing to do with how much what kind of methodology they are following, how many hours they are spending, what kind of tuition they follow, what kind of books they follow. It is not your business. The only business is you're performing well in the exam. Are you in a healthy competition with the person? Whether how much percent did she get? You are varying with the percentages, you're going to compete with the percentage. That's it. You're not targeting the person, you're actually targeting the percentage that she's getting, and the percentages are in competition over here, not two persons. So have the clear perspective that you're not in competition with a particular person. So that is a healthy way of seeing a competition, which I feel as a student. So yeah, if you feel this tip is really helpful, then drop me a comment down. You can also be individual by taking competition in these ways. Let me tell you, competition with non-existing characters. I mean to say competition with your present self or previous score, competition with your past self, or competition with an inspiration, competition with an ideal that you have in this particular area of your life, or competition with a serial character which inspires you a lot. After being an individual, and I suggested you can be in competition with the practical characters, and how you have to be being individual, how you can compete with others. Why I'm suggesting you to compete with non-existing characters? It's because we are humans, and there is no wonder if you get swayed away or carried away. So most of the times we are misguided by the term competition, because these days, as I mentioned, it is a peer pressure, it's a toxic positivity that you are facing in the practical world, in the institutions and in the colleges. Competition with non-existing characters have nothing to do with comparison, which is our fifth point. When you actually compete with the practical person, what happens is it is a diversion of your concentration. Rather, sometimes instead of focusing on our own performance, we mostly focus on their performance, how well they are performing, how well they are doing their work, leading to so many other emotions like low self-esteem, jealousy, insecurities, etc. So with practical people, it's better to take inspiration rather than being competitive with them. Now inspiration is totally different from trying to be like them. These two things are totally entirely different. See, when you try to be like someone, you actually impose the character, you impose the accent, and most of the times we do this when we are in the feeling of we are getting inspired by someone. When we take someone as an inspiration, we impose the character, we try to take their accent, we imitate them. So this is not inspiration, rather you're trying to be like them. So have that kind of wisdom, or take that kind of wiseness from a person, and or any kind of quotes that you love, and try to filter out, jot down, like what inspires, what qualities inspire you in that particular person, and focus on those qualities. Now you're wise enough to actually know what kind of qualities that inspire you. You're clear that inspiration is taking qualities and implementing those qualities in your own way and meeting success in your kind. So now you're wise enough to filter out these qualities and know what kind of qualities inspire you in a particular person or a character, which is not practical or it might be practical enough, or in an imaginary storyline. It's okay to have inspiration from anywhere. It is clinically proven. I want to share a fact over here. 99% of our motivation and encouragement comes from our inspiration. So don't forget to take your dosage of inspiration, no matter in any form, in quotes or through a serial or a video or a motivational speech or anything. If you're taking your inspirational dosages every single day, who can stop you? And my inspiration is a serial character. I love her. Her name is Sanyukta. I think most of you know this serial, Sadda Haq. I love her character. It is so inspiring for students. And also in a practical world, Kalpana Chawla. I love Kalpana Chawla, how she fought, how she has been the India's first astronaut, female astronaut. So I just love her story. It inspires me a lot. So let me know who is your inspiration in the comment box below. Well, I want to end this video on this note that competition with no comparison is a great combination. So always stay energetic and subscribe for more. Stay focused. Bye.